Hey there folks, Champesky here bringing another audio commentary, and today I'm going to be doing a game between Axslav and Abver, and I apologise, actually it's been a very long time since I've done one of these now, and there's a couple of reasons for this. I have finals coming up and I have a project I have to write, and there's a whole bunch of work crap I have going on, and then in the tiny amount of spare time I've had, I've actually been watching a fair bit of StarCraft 2. I don't have a beta key. Actually, someone offered me one. Someone sent me a message over YouTube saying if you want a beta key I have a spare one, but I just said no because it would have just destroyed my degree. And I've been watching a fair bit of that, really enjoying Warcraft 3 players dominating the StarCraft players, the Muslim and Lucifron both winning sort of the two largest StarCraft 2 competitions there have been, basically, and so really congratulations to them, really adapting very well. But anyways, back to this game. It's Axslav versus Abver. Axslav playing the elf here. I'm not sure if he went random or not, but I'm pretty sure Abver did, and Abver now I'm getting a obviously he's the yellow orc here in the top left. I'm getting a Blade Master, really common, and Axslav not going for an early Ancient of War actually, and so we're going to be seeing his sort of other standard night elf strategy, which is well, actually, yeah, Keeper of the Grove first, and then he varies his hero sometimes, but he actually likes going Keeper of the Grove, especially against undead, and which I really don't understand. And then we'll probably see mass huntresses from Axslav. He'll stay at tier 1 for a very long time, probably get an expansion, and then probably tech. He really likes tier 3 huntresses as well for that extra bouncing glaive thing, but we'll have to see whether or not that's what he goes for this game. Certainly that's what I've seen him do a lot in recent days, or recent months really. I barely see him play at all. I think he's playing StarCraft 2 actually at the moment. I'm pretty sure I saw a game with him and Strife the other day, a 2 versus 2 game, and Abver getting his Blade Master out. I don't really know anything about Abver, but he does have one peon right in the back of Axslav's face, and Axslav's just going to pick it off for 25 free experience, and then it looks like Abver is moving straight in for the kill. I'm not sure if he didn't scout that there were no Ancients of War there, and so for the creeping there was no Ancient of War here, so he thinks he's going for a creep jack. We'll have to see, but he's moving straight in and he'll be a bit disappointed. He might decide to creep it out, but without a grunt that's going to be really, he's going to take a lot of damage from that, and Abver will probably see tech in about a second now. Yeah, there's the tech there, and Axslav now moving out, actually not going to see if these creeps are being crapped, but instead going to pick off this Ogre Magi, or sorry, Axslav's going to the base, but Abver's going to pick off this Ogre Magi, pick up the item, but he's going to take a lot of damage in the process. And one of the great things about this map for Orc versus Elf is that the Orc can just run into the Elf base and really trying to pick off some peons, or sorry, some wisps. But in this case, he's going to take so much damage, just sort of a couple hunters or whatever will be able to take him out. And the first huntress is coming out now for Axslav, and his second Age Force just finishing as well. Meanwhile, Axslav picking off peons left and right. He's already taken down one. He's going to take down the second one, although Abver manages to get the cancel with a grunt, or the die at least, very nicely done by him. But he's going to lose his next peon here, and I'm not sure if Axslav isn't going to try and cancel it, or deny it, and so 3 peon kill already for Axslav. That's very good. Meanwhile, it looks like Abver is trying to get into the space, but blocked off by this Huntress Hall, and the Moonwell Cell, and taking a look at the experience. Actually, he got 1 wisp kill by the looks of things, and so there must have been one that was slightly out of place, or slightly too close to the edge. But Axslav get on 75 experience, and considering that he was denied 1 peon as well, it means he's killed 4 peons, and Abver is obviously in the middle of his tech, means he only has 3 peons left. He's going to be really, really low on lumber. That's going to be really harsh for him. It's going to mean he can't build both a Spirit Lodge and a lumber and a bestiary when he gets to tier 2 and a second hero. Obviously he's going to want the Shadow Hunter, because it'll be so nice for using Hex, which will be undispellable, really, because Axslav isn't going to waste a wisp on it, and also considering that this Keeper of the Grove is such an easy target, once you have it sort of slowed and it's unable to cast the entangle and stuff like that. But not being able to build both a Spirit Lodge and a bestiary is really going to hurt, because Spirit Lodges are actually quite useful against the Keeper of the Grove, just because you can dispel anything it can do, basically. I imagine we'll see Axslav go Force of Nature second. He really likes it. I'm not too keen on it myself, just because it's not overly useful, because those treants can be dispelled really quickly, but we'll have to see whether or not that is his strategy. And Abver almost at tier 2 now, whereas Axslav staying right at tier 1, just continuing to pump out huntresses. It looks like that's going to be his plan for a little while at least. He'll probably get some tech on them as well, and then we'll probably see a tier 2, maybe even tier 3 tech from Axslav, and then a bit of a push. But tier 2 is now out for Abver, and he's been taking a lot of harassment here. He hasn't really been able to heal off his Blade Master too much, and Axslav is continuing to bring out these hunters. It could really cause a lot of damage to Abver if he's not careful enough, because that entangle can really means that you have to micro out your grunts really early. And Abver going for his one bestiary, not even any space for a Spirit Lodge at this point, and a Shadow Hunter second as expected. And Axslav gonna just try and focus on, probably try and focus on these grunts, but as I said, Abver with no lumber means he can't get a grunt upgrade, and actually considering he basically is like 1 on lumber at the moment, considering he's having to repair and everything. But Axslav actually has had to run his Keeper of the Grove a bit back, but is now bringing it in, still at that 75 experience. Hasn't managed to kill anything else as well, but actually will get this one peon kill, so that'll bring him up to 100. He'll be halfway to level 2, and actually quite close behind Abver, who's really been put on the back foot here. Axslav not going to go for this round here, but it looks like actually he might have gone for the last second there, but really too late. He got that entangle, but didn't really capitalize on it till it was too late. And his speed scroll immediately being used. I think we're going to see Hex on that Keeper of the Grove, and Abver just going to do so much damage to Axslav's Keeper of the Grove here if he can get the positioning. But obviously, since Axslav brought those boots of speed, which is just so important, it's going to really help him. But it's not going to help for these Huntresses, which obviously this Hex can't be dispelled, and so Abver is really going to be able to go to town here, and they're really going to be able to take out a lot of these Huntresses if he micros well. And Hex just lasts such a long time, it's a bit insane, but Blademaster taking a lot of damage now, and will need to run out, and Axslav probably should try and expand, I think, at this point. Abver having to rebuild his Voodoo Lounge though, and so that's going to slow down Abver a bit, because he won't have immediate healing. He's gonna have to wait, he's gonna have to hide in the back of his base, and we know Axslav can try and do a bit of damage to the front of the base, for making sure that he does pick up some items before he gets forced back into his base, and he does pick up a couple of healing staffs at the last second. But actually, Axslav, ooh, very nice there by Axslav using hide, but I think he's trying to trap in those units, but he realised that it was almost the end of night, so it wasn't really worth it, and so instead just runs that Hunter's out, but he should run it back in to try and cancel some of these salves. Even if he does get Hex, it's probably still worth it. He cancels well on one salve, but he does get Hex, and it looks like he's going to distract all of Abver's army while he... Oh no, actually blocking his own unit there. Bit careless there by him. Still no tech from Axslav, he's just going to continue pumping these out, and you're probably, or you might be thinking at least, why doesn't Abver just go Wyverns? And that's just because Axslav can pump archers so much faster that it really isn't particularly useful. I mean, it's a legitimate strategy, but it isn't like a be-all and end-all, really. And actually, when I'm faced with this sort of thing, as when I play Orc, I tend to go for one Wyvern, really try and sort of scare them, make them pump loads of archers, and then just continue on with my Raider build. And hopefully that will just have wasted enough of their money that it will quite help against sort of the massive tides that are against you. And Axslav going for Surrounded, but actually just getting it in time, will almost have enough mana, does just get enough mana just in time, just hit 75 mana, so he was able to Windwalk away, and that Blademaster will live to see another day, but this barracks might well not. We'll have to see whether or not Axslav actually, Axslav does turn around to take it down, and does run this one low Huntress back. I'm surprised we haven't seen any upgrades yet for these Huntresses. We'll probably see some pretty soon, but it looks like Axslav spent all his money just recently on this Tree of Life, and as I said, he will try and play the economy game at this point. He'll really he knows that he's behind in tech, and actually if Windrider is now out, and so that'll just be able to wreak havoc on these Huntresses until Axslav gets those archers out. But meanwhile, this Blademaster in a lot of trouble, does finally hit tier 2 though, which does do just enough to save him for now, and looks like that Blademaster will manage to run right back into the base, and you can see this one Wyvern just doing a lot of damage, and does actually do a good job of holding off the entire army for a short amount of time. But we will see Axslav pumping archers as soon as possible. You can see one archer's, actually 2 archers are almost done already. So at that point, those Wyvern will really be quite useless, and we'll have to see whether Abver looks like he is continuing building Wyvern, and I think you do need to know when to stop, and for me it's generally after 1, just after you've scared them into building 4 or 5 archers. And Axslav expansion continuing to go up, but completely unscouted, and Axslav has started his tech now as well, and so he is obviously hoping to get some stuff for his archers. Maybe he wants to get his the range upgrade for them. That'll be pretty useful against those Wind Riders. And level 2 now, finally on the Keeper of the Grove. I'll have to see whether or not he goes for Aura, but looks like that Shadow Hunter almost getting surrounded, finally managing to get out, but looks like he's in a bit of trouble, down to 9 hit points, and that Keeper of the Grove comes in to get that one last hit, and looks like Axslav will try and run away. He does it with his Keeper of the Grove. He does have a couple archers in the battle now, and so that'll be more than enough to hold off these Wind Riders. Obviously Wind Riders terrible against archers, and Axslav with 1 Hex Hunters coming out of it. And actually Axslav has gone for Aura, which is a better choice I think than what he normally goes for, which is Force of Nature. And we do have this expansion now just about finished, and Axslav might go creep it out now. While we know he has a bit of an advantage before that Shadowhunter's back out. He can do a bit of creeping. You probably won't be able to finish creeping it before it's back, but he'll be able to do most of the creeping, and so the creep jack will be less harsh. And actually, Axslav aggroing these creeps as well. I'm not sure. Maybe he's going to do some really aggressive creeping. But look, this Tree of Life is now up, and he will want to start running it. Maybe he just want to creep these things and then tank all of the damage on the Tree of Life instead, and that's certainly a fair strategy. But it looks like the Shadowhunter is back out, and there's so much focusing power here from Abver. I think it's 4 hunters, or sorry, 4 Wind Riders. Just so lethal, but 37 out of 40 food for Abver now, so he is unable to produce any more until he gets this burrow up, and so he might be best just to research and snare or something in this time, or even just get a raider just while he has nothing else to do. And Axslav is now taking a lot of damage on his Tree of Life, but not all of it, which is a bit surprising. And this Overseer will go down quite quickly. Level 3 for this 2 boots. Level 3 for the Keeper of the Grove though, and he will probably sell one of those boots unless he gets a second hero and really hates money. Or really hates speed and really wants extra money, but he does have 2 mines now, so he should be fine. And Axslav putting up an